Gonna take a peek in here at some of the scenes of the, down in the Bayside quiet area. Look at these homes. They got little driveways, sometimes one or two properties, and one in the front, one in the back, all right on the bay. Everything on the right has the bay right there. Everything on the left has easy access to everything. Gonna head over to Circle Beach just to see what kind of vibe is happening there. Probably won't be able to see much, just because the sun is gonna be right in the camera's face. But you know what? Why not take a look? Let's see, if I remember, you just take it down here. A little bit closer to the water. There, you get a view now where the water is. You can see these homes, how, look at that, right there with that Mini over there, the Fiat. Little home, but big view. I think that's the hashtag, little home, big view. And then these, you got one in the front, one in the back. I'd say they're kind of like 2.5 season things. Definitely not a lot of winter folks here. But this is a really quaint area. I love this area, especially now when everything's so lush. The light is wrong for the video, but you get the idea. Here we are, Circle Beach. Let's see. This is a, whatever you call it, unsupervised beach. And I think the only reason it's called a circle is because of this parking lot's a circle. There you go. Out to the water. And then the little bay inlet there. And you could drive 4x4 on there, but not until 6 o'clock. So all we're doing is taking a circle. There are no facilities here. No bathrooms, no shower, no nothing. So come prepared. And then this, of course, Pine Neck Ave. A couple new beautiful homes. Mostly the older traditional types. And nothing wrong with either. They fit wherever they fit. And this marina is relatively new. Some guy invested a whole bunch of money and did it up. You know what? I'm gonna back up and show it to you. All right, hold on. So here, you have a beautiful new home someone built on the right. You have this beautiful marina the guy put in on the left, and then of course the dock out there. Look at this. This guy really did a beautiful, beautiful Yacht Hampton Boat Club. He put it all together nicely. So I'm just gonna back it up around out here. But really beautified this place. Blue and white driveway there, the nice lounge here, flowers, parking lot, everything. I think he paid like $7 million for it. And I guess it's not quite seasonal yet, but come July 4th, he's got to make his killing or else Yacht Hampton will have a really hard time. So, if you're actually still here watching this video, congrats. Hopefully you're still awake. But you know what? To do this for me is free. because all I'm doing is driving. So I'm going to keep going and give you a little more tour of the way home. And maybe, why not? Should I just take Ruggs Path? Do a little bit of the off-roading as well? Why not? You know what? Let's go off-roading on the way back. And then we'll finish this up from bay to beach to shore to woods to everything. So there is a sneaky little path here. I'd say not many know about it. The Bell and Anchor over here is pretty happening. But I'm gonna take this road up to the end. Ruggs Path. Now most of the roads that, whoop, there go my cassettes and boombox. Most of the roads that say path are because the road is not completely finished, which of course makes sense. So it goes from a paved road to more of a path. And this is one of those such roads. So you have all sorts of construction happening. As they lay down new homes, you can see, well, it's hard for you to see, but these are relatively new homes. When I say relative, I'm sure maybe the past 10, 15 years. And you can see by the construction style, certainly some of the wear and tear, which is virtually non-existent, lets you know that they're new builds, again, in a decade or so. And then, as you get around to the end of this, guess what? The road ends. So I'm just going to take it to the end and then go beyond. A little more desolate here. This is, I would say, some harder space to build in because that's a mountainside on the right, but they are putting a home way up there on the right. Hard to see, but it's up there on the hill with a huge rock wall in the front, retaining wall. This, of course, looks like another new build. Nice basketball out front to hang out with. And then as we wind our way towards the end of the path, things are going to get a little more rustic. And there it is, this one. Fancy fence, a lot of cameras, a lot of security, but the end of the road. And I'd say there's probably not going to be much building here because I think this is all owned by maybe the Bridge Club at this point. But we can see that we're now on a path. One lane. You'd think maybe just a road to nowhere. But no, we're gonna pop out on the other side. Not such a bad road. Four-wheel drive not needed, but always helpful. On the left is actually the Bridge Golf Club. So I'm assuming that somewhere is the property line really close to this. Of course, much worse when you've got the rains coming down or snow here. Otherwise, just a piece of cake. And then as we get close to popping out the other side, it's just this hidden little path between two mounds that almost no one would know. Still actually running on full electric with the Jeep. Whoa, it's bouncing around a bit, but Steadicam with the Tilt-A-Hydra is doing amazing. Oh, these are bigger holes. Slow it down. These are not really new homes here. But now Whoa, we are coming out. So this is the bridge entrance on the left. One of the most expensive private golf clubs there are in the country. And as we drive up Millstone, reconnect with it, we will head on to Middle Lane Highway, which actually has one of my favorite parts of any road, because the humps, the slopes, the ups, the downs are so beautiful, really, and enjoyable to see. So we're going to take a look at that now, and then we will wrap this video, which in reality has gone on for a lot longer than I expected. We're recording at 4K 60, so this is going to be quite the file size upload later, but hey, why not? Here we go, one of the best roads. Look at this, what a unique road. Just following the topography of the land, we climb. Here's where the radio tower is put because it's a high point. Then we descend, and then another climb. The slopes are amazing. I wish you could feel them. Another decline, another incline, another down, and then you can see off in the distance, this just goes and goes and goes straight for another 2 miles. But the slopes are amazing. Thank you for hanging out, and have a great day.